TICtutorials.com. Today we're going to solve this equation using synthetic long division. So we've been given this quotient expression and we've been told to divide the numerator there, x to the power 3 minus 9x plus 27x minus 27 by the divisor there, x minus 3. So how do we go about solving this question using synthetic long division? So the first thing that we need to do is find the value of our divisor. When we're using synthetic long division, we use the coefficient of the x terms. We don't use the x variables. We don't include them in our calculations. So to find what we're going to be dividing the coefficients with, we get x minus 3 and then equate it to 0. So this is what we get after equating it to 0. The value that we're going to use is 3. X is equal to 3. And that's what we input there on the left side of the division. And then we get the coefficient of each x term as well as the constant. So the first x term has a coefficient of 1. That's what's there. The second x term has got the coefficient of 9, and that's what's there. And the third x term has a coefficient of 27, and that is what is there. The constant in this case is also negative 27. So the first thing we need to do is bring down the 1, and that's what we have down there. Then we multiply the 1 by our divisor, which is 3, to get 3. After that, we get the addition or the sum of these two numbers, which will give us negative 6. Now, next, we have to multiply this negative 6 by 3 again. And once we find the answer, we indicate the value in the next term. So in this case, 6 multiplied by 3 will give us negative 18. Once we add these two numbers, we're going to get 9. And then we do the same thing. We multiply 9 by 3 to get 27. Then we add again to get 0. This 0 is our remainder. So in this case, x minus 3 can go into x to the power 3 minus x squared, 9x squared minus 27x minus 27 without giving us any remainder. So we now get the coefficients which we have down there and add the x terms to the coefficients. So in this case, the coefficient of the first x term, which is x squared, notice it is 1 less than our first term there, x cubed. So we get its coefficient, which is 1, we indicate it there, x squared. And the second coefficient of x will be negative 6, which we have there, negative 6x. And the third coefficient of x, in this case, does not exist. X term, the third x term does not exist. We only have two x terms. So our 9 there will be our constant. And this is the answer that we get.